get started. Obviously, didn't see this thing coming the way it did, and when you take a look at how we played on defense, it's not very good. Matter of fact, it's terrible. I'm disappointed in the results of the game. We certainly should have and could have played better, and all that's on me. So when you start thinking about asking questions, I'm going to reflect everything right back to me because it's my responsibility for the way this defense plays, and I accept that and understand it. I've done it long enough to know. So here we go. I'll start taking questions now.
Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Go ahead, Trey.
Coach, with 30-plus years experience that you've had, how has it gotten to this point with all the knowledge and everything that you've accumulated over the years to be where you guys are on defense the last couple of years?
Well, yeah, I think it's a combination of things, and again, it goes back, to us and to me, and certainly, let's just tell the truth. It was broken when we got here, and we hadn't fixed it quick enough, what we did Saturday was unacceptable, and we can talk about how young we are. Not going to make excuses. It doesn't matter. When we send them out there to play, I expect them to play to a level that's acceptable here in the SEC and at the University of Arkansas. And it's my job to make sure that they do.
Chief, what do you remember about Ty's time here and the fact, he was on the team? Is that any edge for you game planning because you're familiar with him?
No, we got to go play. And the thing that I remember, he's a strong competitor. There's no question about that. I have tremendous respect for him. He was a part of what we tried to get done last year, and it took a lot of courage, and he brought that to the field every time he went out there. Now he's on the other side, and we got to go prepare our team to play well, and hopefully have a chance to win the football game. And certainly that's what we're going to do. We're going to feel like we got a chance, and we're going to work to that point. We're going to have a plan that's good enough, and it doesn't really matter who's at quarterback. That's just the way you have to do things.
Coach, is the recipe that you've used in the past just not working with this group, or is it you feel like they're fighting for you, or is it just youth?
Listen, they're fighting for us. Yes, I'll give you an example. Look at Western Kentucky's roster. They've got 8 or 9 redshirt juniors starting for them. We got 5 or 6 freshmen that are either starting or playing a lot. That's 18-year-old versus 22-year-old. That makes a difference. Now, that's all I'm going to say because I'm not an excuse maker. It falls on me. And I've been in college coaching for 42 years. And I've never stood in front of anybody and made an excuse, and I'm not going to start today.
Chief, what's the scouting report on these guys? And I think their time of possession is a real good. Can you talk to what they want to do?
Well, they want to throw the football, and they do a good job of throwing the football. And they got three receivers that's been around there for 4 years, and they do a good job of running routes and catching the football. They got a grad transfer quarterback that you guys know about. That's a good football player. So really, they throw the football and they can run it when they want to, but they really want to throw the football, and that's what you're going to see.
Coach said Jalen Catalon might get some playing time. Can you just speak to the keys that you have to have defensively against this team, and then something on Catalon maybe?
Well, obviously, we got to be able to rush the passer better. That's going to be a big part of it. But again, you look at their scheme, and they do a great job of getting it out of their hands quickly. Or the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly. So they throw a lot of short stuff, sticks and inside routes that doesn't require him to hold on to the ball very long, and they do a very good job of that. So we got to play well versus a quick game. And as far as Catalon, we've played a bunch, and it's time for him to maybe get his feet wet. That's what we've done, and for this team to grow where it needs to, we got to continue to bring those young guys along because that's the future. That's the future, and that's where the hope's going to be. Now, we're not discounting anything else, and don't want anybody to think that I'm saying that, okay? But we've got to get them in the game for them to get better, and that's part of the process. Thank you, guys. Oh, you got one? I'll take one more.
Ty's story, I think he's completing close to 70%. What have you seen from him? And I guess they got this guy, Lucky Jackson, that had like 16 catches last
Yeah.
week.
You know, like I said, he's doing a good job in that system, getting rid of the football. They don't ask him to hold it long. You know, it's quick decisions, and you know, he's a smart guy. There's no question that. And pre-snap, you know, you can tell that he knows where he's going with the football, and his mind's made up. And occasionally he'll go to his second read, but very few times we see him going to a third read. He's going to get it out of his hands good, and he does a great job of that. Thank you, guys.
Well, I just wanted to ask real quick, is there any concern with Todd Story being so familiar with what you guys do on defense, like calls and stuff like that? Do you have to mix stuff up for him?
No. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to do what we do. You know, we've cut back, and so we can try to do what we do better, and we're going to do what we do. And everybody that we play, they have an opportunity to see it on film, and we have an opportunity to see theirs on film as well. Thank you, guys.